Hello, my dear friends. I want to start today's conversation with a simple question. When was the last time you woke up truly refreshed? Not just awake, but energized, ready to move, smile, and take on the day with clear eyes and a steady heart? If that moment feels like a distant memory, please know you are not alone. As we grow older, something curious starts to happen with our sleep. It gets lighter. We wake up more often. Some nights we fall asleep just fine, but then 2:37 a.m., wide awake. Other nights we toss and turn, staring at the ceiling, praying for rest that just won't come. And then there's the mornings. Heavy eyes, stiff limbs, foggy thoughts, and a quiet sigh before we even get out of bed. But here's what I want you to know. This isn't just part of aging that you have to accept. Yes, our sleep changes. Hormones like melatonin and cortisol shift. Our internal clock becomes more sensitive. But there's also good news, because you have more control than you think. That's what this video is all about. Not pills, not extreme changes, but 5 simple daily rituals. Warm, gentle habits that respect the changes your body's going through. Habits that signal safety and rhythm to your brain, that help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and most importantly, wake up with more life in your bones. These rituals are grounded in science, but more importantly, they're grounded in real life. They've helped hundreds of seniors just like you reclaim their nights and rediscover what it feels like to wake up with peace instead of grogginess, with clarity instead of confusion, with energy that carries you, not drags you. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step plan to transform your nights into something more nourishing, and your mornings into something you actually look forward to. Let's begin. 1. Create a calming evening wind-down ritual. Let's be honest. Sleep doesn't start the moment we close our eyes. It starts hours earlier with the signals we give our body throughout the evening. That's why one of the most powerful things you can do for better sleep is to create a gentle, predictable wind-down routine. A sacred rhythm that tells your body, it's safe now. You can rest. In our younger years, we could fall asleep watching television or scrolling through our phones, no problem. But after 60, our nervous system becomes more sensitive. The things we do in the 2 hours before bed can either help us drift off peacefully or leave our brain buzzing long into the night. So what does a good wind-down routine look like? It's not about perfection or silence. It's about soothing signals. Maybe it begins with dimming the lights around 8 p.m., creating a cozy, cave-like feeling in your home. Maybe you sip a warm cup of chamomile or golden milk, not because it's magic, but because it slows you down. Or perhaps you take a warm bath with a few drops of lavender oil and soft music in the background. Not rushed, not noisy, just present. One of our community members, Susan, 74, told us that her evenings used to feel chaotic. She'd finish dinner, clean up, then fall straight into the TV for hours. By the time she got into bed, her mind was racing with news headlines and crime shows. No wonder I couldn't sleep, she said. So she made a small change. Just 20 minutes of quiet time before bed, no screens, just soft music and writing in her journal. After a week, her sleep deepened. After a month, she started waking up without the groggy haze. The point is, your body craves consistency. Choose 2 or 3 gentle activities and do them every night, in the same order, around the same time. It could be a short walk, a prayer, gentle stretching, or listening to calming sounds. Whatever speaks to your soul, that becomes your ritual. And when your nervous system knows what to expect, it begins to slow down automatically, making it easier for you to drift into deeper, more restorative sleep. 2. Morning light exposure to reset your sleep clock. Here's a little secret many people overlook. The path to better sleep starts in the morning. That's right. What you do in the first hour after waking has a powerful effect on how well you'll sleep that night. And one of the most important things you can do? Get sunlight in your eyes. It may sound too simple to matter, but trust me, this one habit can truly transform your sleep, especially as we age. You see, our bodies run on a natural rhythm called the circadian clock. It tells us when to be alert and when to wind down. But this clock isn't automatic. It needs a signal, A reset every single morning. And the strongest reset button? Natural sunlight. When bright light enters your eyes in the morning, especially from the sun, not just indoor bulbs, it sends a clear message to your brain. It's daytime. Time to wake up and get moving. That starts a 12 to 14-hour countdown to melatonin production, the hormone that makes you sleepy. No sunlight in the morning? That countdown gets delayed, and so does your ability to fall asleep at night. Now, I'm not talking about tanning or being outside for hours. Even 10 to 15 minutes of natural light on your face within an hour of waking can make a huge difference. You don't even need to look directly at the sun. Just be outside or near a window with bright daylight. If the weather's bad, open the curtains wide. Sit by the window with your morning tea. Some folks even sit on the porch wrapped in a blanket just to soak in those rays. And yes, even cloudy days count. Outdoor light is still far more powerful than indoor bulbs. One of our viewers, Martin, age 79, shared this with us. I started stepping out onto my balcony each morning with my coffee, just for 10 minutes. I didn't expect much, but within a week I was falling asleep easier and waking up more refreshed. It was like my body had finally gotten back on track. That's the power of sunlight. It doesn't cost anything. It's safe, it's natural, and it tells your body when it's time to be awake and when it's time to slow down. For those who struggle with sleep or feel tired during the day, this small step could be the most important change you make. And remember, routines like these aren't about being perfect. They're about consistency. So if it's cold out or your mobility is limited, even just sitting near an open window with the light on your face can be enough. Give your body the message it's been waiting for. It's a new day. Let's start strong and rest well tonight. Third, gentle evening movement to release tension and invite sleep. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever gone to bed physically tired but mentally wired? You lie down hoping to drift off quickly, but instead your mind starts doing laps, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, or just buzzing. You're not alone. And while most people turn to sleep teas or supplements for relief, there's something far more effective, time-tested, and completely free: gentle movement in the evening. You see, your body holds on to stress, not just in your mind, but in your muscles. Throughout the day, we carry tension in our shoulders, hips, neck, and back without even realizing it. And if we go to bed still carrying that tension, our sleep is shallow and restless. We toss and turn. We wake up tired, even if we were in bed for 8 hours. But there's a powerful solution: a short 5 to 15-minute movement ritual in the evening. Something slow, mindful, and relaxing can signal to your entire nervous system that it's time to let go, to exhale, to soften. You don't need to break a sweat. This isn't a workout, it's a wind down. Here's what works beautifully: gentle stretching, slow-paced walking indoors or outside, simple chair yoga, or even light Tai Chi. The goal isn't to raise your heart rate, it's to reconnect your body and breath. One of our viewers, Angela, 76, told us she started doing a short stretch routine before bed, just 10 minutes, barefoot, in her living room, with calming music in the background. She said, "At first it felt a bit silly, but within days I noticed my sleep felt heavier, deeper. My body was less tense, and for the first time in years I didn't wake up feeling sore." That's the magic of movement, especially at the right time. Here are a few simple things you can try tonight. Raise your arms overhead with a deep breath in and lower them slowly as you breathe out. Do gentle ankle circles while sitting, or reach down to touch your toes slowly. Walk slowly around your home with soft lighting, letting each step feel intentional and unhurried. Or just sit in a chair and rotate your neck, shoulders, and wrists, loosening the day's tension. Movement also helps regulate your body temperature. And here's a surprising fact: your body needs to cool down slightly before it can fall into deep sleep. When you do gentle movement and then stop, your core temperature drops, helping you drift off more easily. And most importantly, evening movement creates a ritual, a signal to your mind and body that the day is done. It's time to unwind, to be still, to rest. So tonight, before you reach for the remote or scroll through your phone one last time, try something different. Move just a little. Breathe a little deeper. Stretch, sway, or walk softly. Give your body permission to release the weight it's been carrying. Because restful sleep doesn't start when your head hits the pillow. It starts when your body finally feels safe enough to let go. 4. Creating a calming bedtime environment that speaks to your senses. Let's paint a picture together. Imagine walking into a softly lit room where the air smells faintly of lavender. Your favorite gentle music hums in the background, and your bed feels like a safe, familiar cocoon waiting just for you. Now imagine this. Your phone's put away. There's no glare from the TV. The chaos of the day is behind you, and everything around you, the lights, the sounds, the air, is whispering one message to your body. It's time to rest. This, dear friend, is the power of creating a bedtime environment that speaks to your senses. You see, most people think sleep is about what happens in the brain, but the truth is your entire body needs to feel calm and safe before it will allow you to truly rest. And our five senses, touch, sight, smell, sound, and even taste, send powerful signals to our nervous system, telling it whether to stay alert or to relax. Let's start with lighting. Our bodies are hardwired to sleep in darkness. But with modern homes, bright ceiling lights, phone screens, and televisions often confuse the brain into thinking it's still daytime. That's why dimming the lights at least 1 hour before bed can make such a big difference. Use lamps instead of overhead lights. Try warm-toned bulbs instead of blue-white ones. Even better? Light a soft candle. The flicker of a flame is ancient and calming, something your nervous system instinctively recognizes. Now let's talk about scent. Did you know that certain smells can actually lower your heart rate and blood pressure? Lavender is one of the most studied essential oils for sleep. Chamomile, sandalwood, and vanilla also promote deep relaxation. You can use a diffuser, a pillow spray, or even rub a drop of oil into your palms and inhale slowly before bed. The goal isn't to overwhelm your senses, it's to soothe them. Soft, familiar scents can become a cue for your body that it's time to wind down. Sound plays a role too. For some, total silence is best, but for others, a gentle, consistent background noise can help calm a racing mind. Soft instrumental music, nature sounds like rain or ocean waves, or even white noise can do wonders. What matters most is consistency. Something your brain can latch onto and say, ah, this means it's time to sleep. And don't underestimate touch. Invest in soft, breathable bedding. If your pillow is too firm or your blanket too scratchy, your body stays slightly alert all night. Choose textures that feel comforting and familiar. Some people even find weighted blankets helpful. They mimic a gentle hug and can signal safety to your nervous system, helping reduce anxiety and restlessness. Even taste can play a role in small, mindful ways. A sip of warm herbal tea, not too much, just enough to feel soothed. Chamomile, lemon balm, or passion flower are known to support relaxation. Just make sure to drink it at least 30 to 45 minutes before sleep so you're not waking up for a bathroom visit. When you take the time to craft a calming bedtime environment, you're sending your body a message. You're safe. It's okay to relax now. This doesn't require expensive gadgets or fancy routines, just small, thoughtful touches that signal to your whole being, from your eyes to your fingertips, that the day is done. And here's the beautiful part. When you make this a nightly ritual, your body starts responding faster. You'll find that you drift off more easily, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling lighter. Not just physically, but emotionally too. So tonight, take a moment. Turn down the lights, put your phone on silent, fluff your pillow, maybe play some soft piano music. Let your room become a quiet sanctuary, because a well-rested body starts with a calm, cared-for space. 5. Morning light, morning movement. The ritual that starts the whole cycle. Here's something not many people realize. A good night's sleep doesn't begin at bedtime. It begins the moment you wake up. That first hour of your day can either set your internal clock, your circadian rhythm, on the right path, or throw it completely out of sync. And for seniors especially, who might naturally begin to wake earlier or struggle with falling asleep at night, what you do in the morning can make all the difference. The key? Morning light and morning movement. Let's begin with light. Your body has a built-in clock, the circadian rhythm, that controls your sleep-wake cycle. This rhythm depends on external signals to stay accurate, and the most powerful signal is light. When natural sunlight hits your eyes early in the day, it sends a strong message to your brain. It's time to wake up and be alert. This sets off a chain of hormonal signals, suppressing melatonin, the sleep hormone, and boosting cortisol, the energy hormone, and to help you feel awake, focused, and ready. But here's the real magic. Getting bright natural light in the morning helps your brain know exactly when to release melatonin later that night. In other words, the more consistent your light exposure is early in the day, the easier it becomes to fall asleep and stay asleep at night. Even just 10 to 20 minutes outside within the first hour of waking can reset your internal clock beautifully. Sit by a sunny window with your tea. Walk the dog around the block. Water your plants. You don't need blazing sunlight or a fancy light therapy box. Just real light on your face. No sunglasses. No screen in between. Now let's pair that light with gentle movement. You don't need to break a sweat. In fact, the goal is not to get tired. It's to wake up your body in a slow, steady way. Think stretching, breathing, a short walk, or even Tai Chi in your living room. When you move your body in the morning, you get the blood flowing, oxygen pumping, and joints lubricated, all of which support not only better mobility, but also better sleep later on. One woman I spoke with, named Clara, age 75, shared her ritual with me. Every morning, she said, I sit by my window with a little sun on my face, sip my tea and do some slow leg stretches. I call it my sunrise routine. And I swear, since starting this, I've been sleeping like I did in my 40s. That's not a coincidence. That's biology. Light and movement anchor your day. And when they're done consistently at the same time, they help your body know what to expect. Your sleep-wake cycle becomes more stable. Your energy is better during the day, and your melatonin release becomes more predictable at night. And there's a bonus benefit. Starting your day with calm, purposeful movement and light also reduces anxiety. It grounds you. It sets the tone that this day, like yesterday, begins with care. And for anyone over 60, where routines can become a source of both comfort and power, this ritual builds resilience not just in sleep, but in mood, memory, and overall well-being. So tomorrow morning, before reaching for your phone, before turning on the news, open the curtains, step outside, breathe deep, move a little. Let your body know it's time to live again today. Because good sleep begins with a good morning, and every morning is a chance to rewrite your night. So let's take a deep breath together. We've walked through 5 daily rituals, each simple, each powerful, and each rooted in the idea that better sleep is possible at any age. Not through pills or rigid rules, but through habits that gently support the body, honor the rhythm of the day, and meet you where you are. Let's quickly revisit what we've learned. 1. A consistent sleep-wake time. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps retrain your internal clock. It's one of the most underrated tools for falling asleep easier and waking up more refreshed. 2. A light dinner that loves you back. What you eat, and when you eat it, plays a major role in how deeply you rest. Swapping heavy meals for lighter, fiber-rich, blood sugar-friendly dinners can help your body wind down, not work overtime. 3. A wind-down routine that prepares your mind. Sleep doesn't just happen. We move toward it. Journaling, stretching, soft breathing. These rituals calm the mind and body, helping you shift out of doing mode and into rest mode. 4. A bedtime environment that speaks to your senses. From dim lights to soft music, soothing scents to cozy textures, the space you sleep in tells your nervous system whether to stay alert or let go. Create a sanctuary, not just a room. 5. Morning light and movement to anchor your rhythm. How you start your day shapes how you end it. Getting sunlight and light movement in the first hour after waking helps reset your sleep-wake cycle and makes falling asleep at night much easier. Nilla. Now, if you're someone who's struggled with sleep for weeks, months, or even years, Please hear this. You are not broken. You are not failing. Your body is just asking for something different. And when you begin to listen with patience, compassion, and curiosity, everything starts to change. You might notice that you fall asleep a little faster, that your mind doesn't race quite as much, that you wake up without that foggy feeling. These changes might be small at first, but over time they become your new normal, a gentle, dependable rhythm that supports the rest of your life. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. You don't need to do all 5 rituals at once. Just start with one, whichever feels easiest, and let that be your anchor. Once it becomes second nature, layer in another. Slowly, naturally, the way true change happens. And if this message resonated with you, if you learned something new, or even just felt a little more hopeful about your sleep, I invite you to do 3 things. Comment below and share which ritual you're most excited to try. Like this video. It helps us bring more helpful content to people just like you. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another wellness tip from Elders Insight. You are never too old to sleep well. You are never too far gone to restore your energy. And you are always worthy of rest. Thank you for being here with me today. Until next time, stay peaceful, stay gentle,